I didn't think that my disgust level could get any worse for Trump and his supporters after the last time he was in office, yet here we are. I mean, we expected him to not take any blame for this. I mean, that's an automatic given. But maybe just shut the fuck up for a couple of days and let people grieve. So far, he has blamed DEI, Obama, Biden, and Pete Buttigieg. He blamed air traffic controllers because he said that they were mentally unstable and some of them were dwarves. He referred to Pete Buttigieg as a DEI hire because his sexual orientation somehow makes him less competent. And now he's trying to blame the helicopter pilot, who was a white guy, but he's dead, so he can't defend himself. The Black Hawk helicopter was flying too high, by a lot. It was far above the 200-foot limit. That's not really too complicated to understand, is it? Basically, he's saying, blame anybody you want but me. He does not care that there were real victims on this crash. A lot of them were kids. The man is so heartless, if it was one of his own kids on this flight, I don't think he would be that broken up. When he was asked if he's going to visit the crash site, he said, "What, in the water? Do you want me to go swimming?" Like, this is an appropriate time to make that kind of a statement. Do you know who would have been out there visiting the crash site? Every other president before him. I cannot think of a single president, Republican or Democrat, that would not get on TV and call this a tragedy and talk about how they're going to do everything they can to investigate this and try and see if they can keep this from happening in the future. But not the orange oaf. Oh no. All he wants is for you to not put any blame in his direction whatsoever. MAGA, take a second and think, is this really who you want representing you? What if it would have been your kids on that flight? How would you feel after your kids died horrifically that the president didn't come on and comfort you at all, but instead decided to try and push blame on everyone around him? I mean, it's so disgusting, and I should not be surprised at all at this point. But I always am for some reason. I just keep thinking there's got to be some empathy in there some fucking where, but there isn't. Not at all. Strangely, he always wants empathy for himself, so he knows what it is. He just doesn't want to give it to other people. I know he's an absolute narcissist, but a lot of them can at least pretend to be human. It is truly unsettling whenever a tragedy unfolds that a narcissist is able to either center it around themselves or deflect it away from themselves. I would love to say that we deserve better than this, America, but I'm not really sure that we do at this point. Just on this app alone, a lot of us were screaming at the top of our lungs to these people. Please do not vote for this man. He is the worst thing that has ever happened to this country. Those of you on the left or the middle, please do not sleep on this election because it is going to have dire consequences for all of us if you do. But for some reason, they didn't see it as serious as we were making it out to be. They thought we were overblowing this whole situation. Now we are all going to suffer as a result. And I'm sorry, but I cannot buy into there's a whole lot of secrets going on behind the scenes that we just aren't privy to. As a lot of other content creators are saying, there's nobody coming to save us. So if we don't work together to save ourselves, we might as well hang it up.